Here is Chris Cuomo trying to pin Bernie down on whether he disagrees with Bill Clinton's notion of the era of big government is over, whatever that means.
If you do a checklist of how you pay for everything, what you're doing is amassing the biggest government ever. After President Clinton said the era of big government was over, seems like Bernie Sanders is saying not only if it's over, I'm going to do it bigger than ever.
All right, we got to put what I am doing in context. And here's the context. Today in America, we have more income and wealth inequality than we have had since 1928. There has, Chris, been a massive transfer of wealth. I'm talking about trillions of dollars from the pockets of working families into the hands of the top 0.1%. That's a fact. So if you are telling me that at a time when Wall Street's recklessness, greed, and illegal behavior brought this country to its knees, that I am going to say to them that they're going to have to start paying their fair share of taxes, fine. If that's the criticism, I accept it. I demand that Wall Street start paying its fair share of taxes. Second of all.
And what about the idea that you're bringing back the era of big government and making it bigger than ever?
Again, I believe, and Iowa has played a very interesting role in the fight for public education. Mm-hmm. And for 100+ years, what we have believed public education to be is up to the 12th grade. Free public education up to the 12th grade. Guess what? The world has changed. A college degree today is the equivalent of what a high school degree was 50 years ago. People want to criticize me, fine. I believe that every kid in this country who has the ability and the desire should be able to get a higher education regardless of the income of his family. And I will pay for that through a tax on Wall Street speculation.
They don't criticize the goal. They criticize the method of how you achieve it. Give me a yes or no on that. Is the era of big government back with President Sanders?
The era of protecting the middle class and working families is certainly something that I will make happen.
Now, I've got a news flash for CNN host Chris Cuomo. In the year 1990, approximately a year or two early than Bill Clinton had declared the era of big government over, there was approximately 250 million people in this country. Now there's approximately 320 million people in this country? That may explain why we would see unprecedented. How is it that possible that the government could be bigger now? Lost over 1 million, or close to 1 million government jobs just in the past eight years. I'm not even sure what this means, the big government. Is it a per capita spending? Is it based on taxation? Is it based on how many people are enrolled in public schools? Would Chris Cuomo have said, this whole Medicare thing, are we expanding the size of government? Maybe he would have. But it's just a dumb question. Forcing Bernie Sanders to accept a frame that is not helpful to anybody. It's nothing. It's basically like trying to get Bernie Sanders to answer a question about the word Democrat. Do you think we could use this as an adjective? Democrat.